Welcome, lovely Geminis. This is mid-June. Can you believe it? Mid-June. So this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's add Venus in there because we're talking love today. Welcome back if you've already subscribed. If you're new to the channel, welcome cross-watchers. I know you're there. Ain't no shame in your game. Okay, Gem. Now, as I'm shuffling the cards, I'm hearing that song and I'm not going to sing it for you, and I'm going to apologize in advance. I have a terrible chest infection and a cold. We are in the depths of winter here in Australia and I am feeling it. Now, I do, and I want to let this be known because I have watched a video back recently. I talk super fast sometimes in my readings. It is because I have a big spirit team and they come in and they're chatty. So if I don't get everything out there saying, it floats off the back and then I sit there like, oh, what did I just miss? What else do I need to... I think that's it. I think we're all done for maintenance and let's get into your reading. We're going to do a little spread today. I'm going to try things a little different. So we have your love life, something to be aware of, general advice, what now and what next. And this goes for couples, relationship. They're going to be all intermingled. The advice goes for everyone. Take what works for you. What doesn't, let it go. This is a general reading. It cannot be for every Gemini on the planet. Though if you're here today, I'm sure there's a message you need to hear, even if it doesn't make sense right now. Okay, so your love life, you are holding back right now. Whether you are single, taken, separation, you are keeping your cards close to your chest. You almost feel like you don't have any more to give. Like you've given so much, and this little bit left, this is for me. We're going to keep this for me. I'm going to move forward with this situation, but this is for me, especially if you've separated. You're like, I'm not even going to look anywhere else right now because I'm good with what I've got left. I kind of need to keep it from me. What now? What's going on now? The Hierophant. You're getting to know your partner in a way that you didn't know them before. You're seeing sides of them that you weren't aware of that they almost had. It's like they're going to a new level of depth with you. They're opening up. The keys are down here. They're opening up to you and it's kind of lovely. And while whatever they're going through, whatever they're needing to open up about to you, it may not be the nicest situation. I can feel your heart almost hurting for them, but you're at the same time, you're feeling that bond deepen. Considering this is the fifth card in the Major Arcana, I do feel like there may be some trauma going on for them right now in their life. Things are getting a little chaotic. I don't know what is up with me today. We are in pre-Mercury retrograde, and you're going to really notice that with my words. They are all over the place. But I'm sure you speak in my language. It is your ruling planet. You're going to be feeling it too. So this is the fifth card in the deck. Now, number 5 usually means a falling apart, a hurting, things sort of not going to plan. So where were we at? Something to be aware of. This holding back for you is going to be victorious. It's going to make you feel empowered. I think in the past you've given too much of yourself and it's left you exhausted, drained, disempowered. You're learning how to balance that out, give, but not give of yourself. Does that make sense? Okay, what next? In the past, this situation, and as I'm picking this card up, I feel like this is for people who have recently just broke up with someone. That shit was hard. We have the 3 of Pence in reverse. There has been no balance in the work that's needed to be done. You were holding on for dear life. You were pushing for it. You were fighting for it. There was just no balance. Feeling a sigh of relief. That's what I'm getting. I want to clarify some of these cards. So I feel like either you walked away or they walked away, but the reason behind it and the reason it got to where it was because there was no balance. You were doing all the work and they were just coming at you with crap. Like you'd let your guard down and you'd let your pride down. You'd say, okay, well, I've done X, Y, Z, let's fix it. and they were just pointing the finger and coming at you with the Knight of Swords. That's what I'm getting. They're going to fight you no matter how humble you come at them. And it's exhausting. You're drained. You're done with it. Oh. Okay, Gems, I know you're chatty, but let's keep it specific. Okay, Page of Swords. So not only were they coming at you hard and fast, but they were coming at you so immature and so ridiculous and not staying on track, not staying on the subject. I feel like you were dealing with someone who, while they're a grown adult, they're not very emotionally mature. There is a lot of, what have we got going on here? There is some earth energy going on here, Capricorn, definitely, Virgo and Taurus, and there are some more. So you might be dealing with another gem, or this could be you that's sort of losing your crap, Gem. Like you may have just reached your boiling point and now you don't even want to have a rational conversation. It's like the more they speak to you, the more you're losing your crap and the more you're sinking down to their level. Or it could be that you're dealing with a Libra, another gem, or an Aquarius. There we go. I knew that would come to me eventually. And maybe it's that you're wanting to take time out from the situation because it's just going around and around in circles. This can be for people who have recently separated. I am seeing a breakup and you're sort of at that point where you're just angry at each other. Or it could be for someone in a relationship that is dealing with a problem that keeps going around and around in circles, like you're not hearing each other. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit rude, but this card for me always looks a little phallic if we look up here. So I feel like you're dealing with a masculine energy, someone that just comes in and steamrolls over the top of you. But I feel like you're being handed a gift of them just shutting up long enough for you to be able to say what needs to be said and to plant seeds. Okay, let's go back to you holding your cards close to your chest. And I feel like for some of you, you're actually saving actual money, like in the literal sense. Oh, the Hierophants come up again. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. So what I'm getting from this is that you've learnt now that no matter how much you speak up, you're not going to get back what you want. And that's why you're holding things to your chest. Like, I'm not giving you any more unless you come to the table. The Knight of Cups is telling me that this is not moving in the direction you want, so you're almost trying a new tactic. You've got wise to their behaviour. Okay, let's go to the other Hierophant and see how we can clarify that. And that, when I was talking about that, I was speaking... So we've got two groups here, because I've just realised when we were talking about this other Hierophant, they were opening up, and then there's a group of you that... Okay, so for the people that were opening up, I feel like this is a more newer relationship, and for this group here with the Four of Pentacles, trying to catch my breath, this feels like an on and off again, on again, off again, on again, off again. So we'll leave that situation there for a second. Come over to this Hierophant with all you newbies. Okay, we have the Judgment. We're going to get to the general advice soon because the Judgment has come up then with the Two of Swords. Now, I feel like the reason that they weren't speaking up before is because they were blinded to the crap going on. They weren't actually aware of it. I feel like you've actually brought this to light for them. You've shown them. This wasn't an easy task. Like, he had to get a trumpet and like blow it in their faces for them to hear it. Like this, you exposing what this person needed to work on, to heal, to approach, to talk about. It wasn't easy for you to do that, but you stuck by it. And you know what? They're grateful for it. Look, she's there with her hands out. She's appreciative. She's like, I'm taking everything you're saying now. I will listen. I will I will do what it takes to move forward. I'm going to remove this blindfold. I'm not going to be blind to the situations going on around me. I'm going to hear what you have to say. Now we're going to move on to the general advice, which is the Judgment card. And the general advice, and this is going for all of you, is it's the same Judgment card, but the picture's completely different. Everyone's sort of come together and they're holding the problem above their head. They're going to join... Sorry. I'm so sorry, especially if you're wearing headphones. I am trying my hardest not to cough, but I'm also trying not to do that thing where you hold a cough in and the cough gets worse. I'm on antibiotics, I promise. The next lot of videos, I will not be doing this in. So the King of Pentacles has come up. Now, when this situation is dealt with together, and this is card 20, which is 2 10s, this is completion of cycles. This is you both letting things go, but together. You're joining together and and this is what the advice is. If you join together, I'm going to have to cough again. So if you've got headphones on, take those out. Okay. I would edit it, but I'm really crap at editing things. Where were we at? Okay. So when you come together, when you deal with the problem together, when you are both able to meet in the middle. Okay. Wait till it passes. Nope. When you're able to meet in the middle, you will be able to face the situation. Like, what's that thing? It's not many hands make light work. There's another one. Ugh. It's something about, together we, alone we fall, together we rise, something like that. You know what I'm talking about, Jem. You know what I'm talking about. This King of Pentacles is such a stable foundation type of energy. That's what you will build together when you work together. Now, something to be aware of with this victory. We're going to look into that. I'm so sorry. I might even make another video. Okay, there's something to be aware of. This is for a group of you. There is heartache and there is the 8 of Swords. Like, there's a lot of swords here. I feel like there's definitely a Libra hanging around here. I think you're confused. There is a group of you that you are confused with the person you're dealing with. Like, you're almost excited that you actually are dealing with them, but at the same time, there's been so much heartache with the situation that you're feeling stuck. This is weird energy, Gem. Whatever this situation is that makes you feel stuck, you're going to be the one that decides what to do with it from this point on. You're not going to allow this to keep happening. I feel like this person shows up and you get all excited and everything's great, and then it leads to heartache, which leads to you feeling stuck by their decisions. That's not going to happen anymore, Gemini. And let's see what happens if you take control of the situation. Can we find that out for Gem, please? Okay, we're back here with the 4 of Pentacles. You're going to keep your cards close to your chest. You're not going to be celebrating when they come in. You're going to be like, oh, hey. I'm getting a real soulmate, twin flame type of energy with this thing. On again, off again, on again, off again. It's coming back to that same thing. I said useful on again, off again. This one's on again, off again. There is 2 groups of people here who are dealing with this type of relationship, but with different circumstances. So there are a group of you with the on again, off again who are just not putting up with the crap this time. You're not denying the connection. You're not saying this doesn't exist, but you're not giving the connection any energy. And it's your protection. Like, look at him. Nothing's moving away from him. He's got both feet down here. You're not taking these. I've got this one. This one up here, you can't even reach. You're not on that level. Don't even go up there. You've got this. Okay. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups, and Okay, so hang on, wait. Let me go into this one first. You are walking away from that situation, from that person who keeps coming back and making you all excited, and you get on your horse and you go tell everyone. You're like, hey, this person's back. They're back. You're not getting excited anymore. You're not making a parade for them. Every time they've shown up in the past, they've left you in this energy. They've kicked over all your cups and they've just pissed off. The Nine of Cups card for me, this, I'm so sorry. While the Nine of Cups is a great card, this smug bastard on the front always does my head in. Like, I've just dealt with so many smug assholes full of ego that I can't deal with them now. I feel like this is where you're getting at with this person that keeps coming in and out. And I feel like that parade feeds their ego. And that's why they're coming in. They're like, oh, I need an ego hit. Throw a parade for me, please. And once I feel better, I'm just going to kick over your cups and I'm going to piss off. And this is what I'm going to leave you with. It's also the card of satisfaction. You will get great satisfaction if you take control of this situation. I think we're done with this deck. We're going to move on to this one. Spirit's telling me that's it. That's the messages. Okay. I want to get an overall, like, I want to find out what energy they're in this month. Or the last 2 weeks of this month. Okay. This person coming in, these people you're dealing with, they're just, some of them are very emotionally immature, but it doesn't mean they don't want the best. So maybe be a little weary of how you're gonna stop them trampling in and kicking over your cups. Like, make sure, because we are heading into Mercury retrograde, make sure any communication you're having is on the topic. Don't veer off and tell them, I don't know, don't be petty about it. I won't give examples because it may sound like I'm this petty. We have the Empress. Like, no. So they want you to nurture them. Okay. So maybe just be weary. Be weary. I'm trying my hardest to, we have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Queen of Wands. But that's where I'm getting the be careful. Be careful how you approach them. Be careful that you're not, like, just raging out and giving them a scathing message. And we also have a cheater beside. And that's really stood out to me, which it doesn't normally stand out. So if you're dealing with someone who went off to a third party, maybe less words is better for them. I think they need to kind of feel what has gone on and what they've created. Okay. The Empress is here. They need you to nurture them. Maybe it's an ego feed, but it's also take care of me. I'm feeling wounded, and you're the only person that can do it. By not giving them what they need, they're going to have to try harder with you. So work on that. Work on them coming to you. What else is standing out in this card to me? This Dove is coming in, so they might be contacting you through social media. And then we have the Ten of Cups. There could be two people in your life right now. Like, look at her. She's holding each of them by the head, and she's like, just back up a little bit. You may be needing to make a decision. That might be what's going on for you right now. In the back, there is a water fountain that is flowing really lovely. Take time out. Maybe spend some time around water. Maybe you're dealing with a water sign, and just allow it to sort of play out for the moment. Okay, Gemini. I hope that was some insight to you for the second week of June in your love life. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I am once again so sorry about the coughing. I cannot help it. I love you all. I will see you all very soon. Mwah.